choose Turkey. Okay, everything is clear and located properly. Now it's time we have to open Stata. So one I can't remember exactly. 15 minutes ago we utilized it in order to insert file, this one. Now we can utilize in order to insert any file this button. So first I'm going to open my data file, and then I have to also insert my do file. So there is something going on. Where is my variables? Yes, that's my variables, and our first command must be browse in order to check our file. So everything is clear. Now it's time to analysis. So by which command we can take any analysis. So firstly we have to log in. You can log in from here, log begin. What it means? It means your all data will be saved in your computer by the name you mentioned, title. And don't forget to exchange the format log because your computer cannot read the first one, format log smcl. Your computer can open log files, so safe. As you can see here, from this moment, everything is saving. So now it's time to open my do file. So it's my do file. So firstly, you have to make your do file. After that, you can begin this process to analyzing. So first command will be sum, which give us summarize about our research, and our data is not categorical times that's why we have to insert this command. If we didn't insert this command, it takes our data as categorical and it causes some problems. So like this statement, you have to go on and you can achieve some analysis. So I'm just wanna show you randomly scatter plots. So this now that scatter plot. Now histogram key density, we can also check this one. So it will be like this statement, and after getting all analysis, we have to put all of them in our file, which we have to open beforehand. So that's my file, which I put all the results from Stata and put all of them here. So my data collection starts from here. So first one is summarize, which we give a little times before. That's summarize data, and after that I go on analyze and results. It also includes line graphs, scatter plots also, and histogram. Every data located in my word, and that's Pearson correlation test, and that's regression of my research. So after that I put some Gauss mark tests in order to find out linear and normal distribution of my research. So you can get like this kind of things after using your command. So I managed to finish the first one, and I can also put this icon. So, and it's time to begin our fifth task, which is word interpretation. As the name reveals, we have to give our style, and we have to give any sentences for expression or analysis. So here you can see I just didn't put the data here. I give some sentence advices about my Pearson correlation test, and that's called interpretations. And in Word, we work in form of IMRAD. IMRAD is abbreviation. It's introduction, method, and resultant analysis. And the last section is discussion. So first we have to put the title, what kind of file you are working on, and you have to give the name of researcher, and affiliation is what it means, from where you've come from, in which university, in which group you study, and contact details, also email. So job classification is international form that when somebody sees these numbers, he can also find out your research title and in which file you are working on. So our paper type is research. That's my RSIT code, which I got RSIT. So that's abstraction sector. In abstraction, you have to give a little bit about your research and which tests you utilize it. So, and from which period you took. So that's why I mentioned the years, because in my research I utilized 1961 to 2022, and I utilized OLS model and cluster robot, and I found out random effects, set introductions, part and methods. Which method we utilize at Pearson correlation analysis, ordinary least square regression. As I mentioned earlier, it's OLS model. So, like the statement and literature review section. So, as you can see, I managed to finish the next task, which is word interpretation. So, I have to put mark. Okay. The next one is Science Direct website for citation. So what we need for Science Direct is just Google. So you have to click Science Direct, and it will be like this statement. In order to find the article which belongs to your paper, research paper, you have to find. So what I mean is CO2 emission in Turkey, and click this button. Or here you can see the results. However, there are lots of data and some of them is not downloadable. That's why just click here, which give us every file which is possible to access. So Here you can see everyone is possible to see. So I'm just wanna see this one. View PDF form. After getting this form, we have to download it. So just you can also rename CO2 emission. So and save. Now we save one. What was it? Article from Science Direct, and it's time to make a citation. So in order to make a citation, we need Mendeley app. It will be this one. So before taking any articles from Science Direct or this kind of website, you have to install Mendeley. So I installed beforehand. Now, and as you can see, there is no any file which belong CO2 emission Turkey. That's why we have to add. Okay, where I put or save it. Okay, CO2 emission. Now you can see the file is added and time is now. So it's time to make a citation. In order to make a citation, you have to open a Word which you are working on. So that's my Word file which I made a citation beforehand. Then in order to show you the way of making citation, I just have to open a new Word. It doesn't take a lot of time, a little bit. Okay, here we open the new Word, and imagine it doesn't matter, we are working on Turkey economy and we need literature review. So at that moment we have to click references, and in the references section you can see insert citation, and after clicking insert citation you have to click go to Mendeley, and you can also find the Mendeley and just copy the which section you are searching, and I'm searching this section, just copy and put this, and it's time to back. Now you can just and insert citation, go to Mendeley. So the process is going on. Now and just click this button and citation will be here. So now we made the citation and it's time to add reference. So in order to add reference, you don't need anything, just click insert bibliography. And as you can see, everything will be done with Mendeley. Now you may say, I just wanna add one more. So just go Mendeley and find which article you are working on and which section you are need. After that, put this section here, then insert citation, go to Mendeley. It also shows from which file you got citation and click. And it also adds references. You don't have to click one more time. So we didn't have to save it because I made it in my Word file beforehand. So we managed to finish the next task. And request also would be the same. You have to just download the file and insert it Mendeley. We can see it a little bit. So request, just click request. Everything, as I mentioned earlier, where it's same, and just search what you want. CO2 emission. And what are you searching? Dissertation or journals? What are you searching? You have to click by here. I need dissertations, which belong with this. So full text is available in every dissertation. Just one click is enough. And here you can see the data is downloading. And after downloading, you have to just click download PDF form and it will be located in your PC. So I have some trouble with my internet in my view. So you have to wait a little bit. Now, as you can see, we managed to download and go Mendeley, insert the data, and the process just come back. You have to make citation. That's all. Everything is clear. Where I download this one. Just open, no problem, and you can begin the last process. So I made it in my citation Word. So dissertation citation look like this kind of. Okay, the title as the title reveals. I got this citation from ProQuest. Everything is the same. So we managed to finish 7th task. Okay. In the process, I just said a little bit Mendeley program. So now it's time to cover whole Mendeley program. So that's Mendeley program which help us citation. It gives us more opportunity. What you have to do is just add file to Mendeley, and if you install the first time, you have to install web importer, which give a help partition with Word. Otherwise, your PC don't show in reference set like this kind of things. That's why I just install tool, call it web importer, and everything will be very fine. So that's Mendeley. Everything's clear in my view. And now we managed to finish the next one. And the ninth one is PowerPoint, which we have begun taking data from everywhere, Atlas, Vault, Open Data. So lots of data we got. So that's my presentation, which got 18 criteria, and the beginning of the presentation look like this. You have to mention same of your presentation, the name of your university, faculty, and logo of university, and flag of the country which you are choose. So if you are in a school, you can also make it a little bit smaller, maybe consist of just 5 sections. And that's references. If you want, you can also put it in the last page. And I also mentioned abbreviations, and we can go on like the statement, why Turkey. And I have to also mention this, that's a literature review section, which I made with the help of Elicit. So it consists of five column. First column, paper title. The second one, the abstract summary, which is what's the abstract of the articles and the region and main findings. So the last one is outcome measure. So I got 6 articles and made citation, which is very helpful, and that's reference section. So my presentation will be finished. Just relationship with Uzbekistan, what it means is how much relationship has the Turkey, and when we have a good relationship with Turkey, what we can achieve. And official websites that I utilize it in order to take all of this data. So what's more? Okay, everything is clear. So I can also put an icon, which means we managed to finish. The next one. And Elicit, okay, as you have seen in my PowerPoint, I put Elicit literature section. I will show you now. I mustn't. Okay, so that's Elicit literature review. Now it's time to see Elicit in Google. So we utilize that alt Elicit, and what's going on. So overall view of this website look like this. So just ask the research question, same CO to emission. Or if you want, you can also search another themes. So there is a papers which is related to theme which you are looking for, and by clicking add columns we can add. So firstly I just want to add regions, and the second one is what will be main findings. Yes, main findings and outcomes. So now we added 3 columns, and as you can see the rows begin to more. So there is something going on in my computer. I don't know what's that. So, and it's time to copy the data from Google to Word. So I have to open Word to show you a way how to make copy. So that's new Word which we have opened a little bit before. So just to click and select the data which you are looking for, and just copy data and put it in your Word. And it might take a little time. So we got data and it's not in a good shape. At that moment you have to just make some change in design. So it's very high. I just wanna need this kind of weights. So this one is also very long. And the third one is, I made all of them beforehand. It's just for you to show the way of how to make citation from illicit. You may say the reason why we utilized old illicit. My computer didn't manage to integrate with the new one. That's why I utilized the old one. And there is no difference, in my view, between the old one and the new one. So you can also modernize by yourself. Its overall shape now look like this, and after modernization you can also achieve this kind of form. Here you can see everything is clear. Now everything is okay and we can also go on. So it's time to check our tasks. So now we managed to finish illicit. That's why we have to put this icon also here. So the next step is Grammarly. So that's my Grammarly app. You may say here like this kind. It gives us any data which related with our Grammarly mistakes. For example, right now it's recommending that's not word which write down like this. You have to write down correct form. However, it's abbreviations, that's why it's correct. So if you install, it automatically appear on your Word or any app which related with sentence, it come out in this form. So Grammarly is checked, Now it's time to ResearchGate. So in order to log in or register ResearchGate, you have two options. The first one is to utilize your mobile phone. The second one is you can also utilize your PC. So ResearchGate. What the? Oh, I just write down ResearchGate. So this is the website of ResearchGate. Just one click is enough. Now I have already opened my ResearchGate. That's why it's come out in this form. Now after you register it, you can also get this kind of website. So here questions, jobs, and your profile. One click is enough to see your profile. So every data here, followers, following. So we now managed to finish the ResearchGate. Now it's time to switch email. So in order to get your email, you have to firstly ask your tuition or your tutor, and after that you can get your email from your university. And in the next process, in order to open your email, you have to just click the official website of your university. So I'm opening. Now here you can see 6 type of websites or some kind of things. We need corporate electron poczta, so that's why I click. And here you have to insert your email and also your password. After that, log in. Now you open your email and it look like this. I got some messages from our site. So now we managed to finish next task. So now it's time to our site. So our site, just write down our site. That's code. So that's our site platform. I have already registered. However, I take some screenshots which might help you while registering. So that's first step you have to do is just clicking sign in and register. In the next step, you can get this kind of form. That's why you have to click register now, and after that, in the next step, you have to fill all of this without any mistakes. After then, your next step begins. So after fulfilling this step, you have to click next step. And in the next step, you have to insert your password correctly, and it must have a character, at least one letter, and at least one. That's restrictions. So just click for everyone and click all of them and complete registration, and you are in our city and you got your RCID code. So after then you get this kind of website. It will be in this form. That's my RCID code, and I finish it. We just talk about gel code. Now I'm gonna show you where you can find the gel code. So In order to find a gel code, you have to just write down gel code. So gel classification system, just click. And at the beginning, you must be in subscription. And at that moment, you have to change it and call it subject descriptors. And just click view. Now that's the name of economic categories generally, and we international students, that's why I just click international economics, and we are working on another country. It also counts. We have to choose international economics and in which sector you are working on. For example, somebody may work in trade and environment. At that moment, he must have to put the F18. If somebody working on foreign exchange, at the moment he must have to put F31. So in the statement you can go on, and that's our gel code. And I have to also put the icon here. Now it's time to recording app. So in order to record my all videos, I utilize the free online screen recorder, and it will be this kind of form. Now I managed to finish as a last task, and thank you for your attention.